Hey, Bart.
Hello.
I
I'm trying something different here today, so
see that. It probably has a better microphone. We'll see.
well, that's one of the reasons I figured I got to run my mouth a little more tonight, so I better have something they can hear me with.
Yeah, I won't be muting you tonight, Bart. It's your show, buddy.
No, it's all of our shows. Got them a lot smaller. I like that.
Levi,
Yeah.
send Steve Enns the link. Never got sent to him.
Okay.
Thanks. You're looking pretty, Bart.
I'll stop it.
Jim, don't you be smiling, Jim.
I'm trying not to.
Look at Ron. He's half asleep.
Who's that guy?
Ron, he's sleeping.
So, well, he just got done combining 80 acres a day, so down to the last field.
That's got to feel good.
Yeah.
You won't get it done tomorrow.
No, don't sound like it. I just 50 acres. One more full day, about get her.
I'm not sure I have Steve's email. You guys know what it is?
Oh, I don't have it.
Is it IHN?
Is Deb on yet?
No. Oh, wait, she just joined in now. She'll be. Hey, Deb, can you hear us? Oh, here we go. I think I got it there.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Hey, Rod, do you have Steve's email address or something? I don't have it in my email inbox.
You know what? I don't have his email either. Deb would be the only one that has it, I think.
Okay.
Because he just called me and said he didn't get it.
Do you have his phone number?
Yeah, I can look and see here. Just
text it to me. Don't read it since we're live on YouTube right now.
That's all right.
And then I can just send them the link probably via the phone.
All right. Should have got it, Levi.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
We can now.
I think there's something going on with my camera. I don't know why it's not working. So,
Push your start video.
yeah, I did that.
Did you get that, Levi?
It says cannot start video, failed to start the video camera. Please select another video camera in settings. I
I
think
have
I've
not gotten it yet.
got something in my settings that's not letting my camera work. I'll try.
Oh, there, I see it, Rod. It's in this chat. Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So that might be all you get out of me tonight if I can't figure this out.
He must use the same phone that Gary used to use, because I had that phone number in there as Gary Hadden.
Yeah, Steve has his number.
Okay.
I forgot to put something on the agenda that has to be voted on tonight. It's the approval of the TIF debt certificate to the county auditor. So I'm not really sure how we need to handle that.
Well, can't we just make a motion? As we make the motion, we can update the agenda with that item to approve the agenda?
Yeah, when we approve the agenda, we should be able to put it on there, shouldn't we?
Don't think so.
Okay. I think I may have like disabled the camera on here. Anybody got any ideas?
Don't ask me.
What device are you on?
On my laptop.
Yeah, it's possible. Sometimes laptops get all weird. Sometimes you have to restart them if you really want to get the camera going.
Well, I'll just have to figure it out another time. You guys just won't get to look at me tonight. But I'll be here. I can pick my nose, whatever.
Hey, I got 6 o'clock. Is everybody on that wants to be on?
Seems so.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Like all other Zoom meetings, every vote's a roll call vote. If you have something to say, or if you're motioning something, go ahead and mention your name and we'll get to you. So first thing on the agenda is the approval of the agenda for tonight. We got a motion to approve the agenda
I'll make the motion.
Can we
with
add
the-
that item?
with,
Yeah.
yes, and we're going to add, go ahead, Deb, what are we adding?
We're adding the approval of the TIF debt certificate to the county auditor.
Okay. So we have a motion for that.
So moved. Levi.
Second, Jim.
Motion by Levi, second by Jim. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I guess I get to vote as well since I'm technically a council member and I vote aye as well. So motion carries. Now we need a motion to approve approval or correction of the minutes. I didn't see any. Does anybody else see any corrections that need to be made?
I did not.
Okay, need a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion, Rod.
I'll second it, Ron.
Okay, motion by Rod, second by Ron. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Motion carries. Okay, visitors, Main Street Director Kim, are you here?
She is not.
She is not. Deb, I did see some of that stuff that you sent out. I couldn't get it copied. Do you have that in front of you or not?
Yes, I do.
Would you like to maybe go over some of the highlights of that?
So her Clarence Main Street activities in October, November. At their request, she provided a support letter to the Cedar County Economic Development Group for the Cedar County Historical Society Cultural Center project. The promotion committee hosted Fall in Love with Clarence on October 15th. Attendance was low, but those who came enjoyed themselves, and the businesses who were open experienced good traffic. The Sun News did a full color spread on the front page. The outreach committee held a hot dog brown bag dinner drive-through and raised $325 toward funding the downtown information sign. The design committee had a bake sale and raised $161 towards the downtown bench fund. She continued with organizing an inventory of information gathered on the downtown buildings, added the Raymond Conrad Memorial Park as a listing on the Travel Iowa website, specifically referencing the Lincoln Highway marker at the park. Travel Iowa and the Lincoln Highway Heritage Byway have teamed up to promote the markers along Highway 30 Lincoln Highway as a stopping point on a trail for tourists interested in following the historical route. Jamie Wilhaw and Marcia Searing, owners of the Clarence Motor Company building, have finished phase 1 of the project. Phase 1 is an event center named the High Point Event Center and a 20 by 40 storefront space in the front that's not yet named. We're meeting with Jim Thompson on Tuesday, November 11th for the final walkthrough. They received the City Hall building recladding input from Main Street Iowa team, and their notes are attached. And then she's got the stuff that they're looking forward to. I don't know if you guys all looked over the design concept proposal for the City Hall. She's got that on there attached to that too.
Okay, anybody got any questions about that?
Nope.
If not, are there any other visitors? Okay, we'll move on to utility billing hearings.
There were none requested.
Okay. Nuisance abatement hearings.
There were none of those requested and nothing's going on there that I know of.
Okay.
We just had
Um,
that one person call in about his neighbor starting to get some junk cars.
Right, and is that down at the old feed store?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, there is, it is. Kyle, are you on here?
Yeah, Kyle's on. He's muted right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
If, now that we don't have a police officer, and I know the county doesn't do anything with our abatements or anything like that, what do you suggest we do as a council? Can we send a nuisance abatement if we feel that it is a nuisance, or how does that work?
I think Kyle might have locked up his video.
Uh-oh.
I'm losing my connection.
Yeah,
Are you there?
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I didn't hear your question. My computer's cutting in and out.
Okay, I just was wondering, since we don't have law enforcement to enforce our nuisance abatements and such, what do we do as a council? Are we able to issue nuisance abatements if we so choose?
Yeah, I believe the council, we could just send them certified mail from the city directly.
Okay, I I haven't really, I mean, I drive by it and it does kind of look like it's getting a little messy there, but I would have to look at it closer. If anybody else has drove by there and has an issue, they can speak up now.
I have, Bart, it's Rod. There's enough
Yeah.
jumps there.
It does look like it's getting bad. And of course, then they haven't
Yep.
done anything with that building either, but I guess that is a different deal. But so do you think it's worthy of sending them a abatement notice?
I think it would be just to stop them before it gets out of hand.
Right. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I have noticed that they've been getting trailers with wrecked vehicles on them and things of that nature. They're right there in the front where it's pretty noticeable.
Jim, what do you think?
I would at least take a picture before you send any kind of abatement notice so that
Right.
you have record on at City Hall. I'm assuming that it would be the mayor pro tem that would sign the abatement. Is that the way it should be, Kyle?
Yeah, I think that's our best option at this point.
Okay.
Well, I can drive by there and take pictures before we move forward with that. I guess does that have to be voted on, Deb?
No, I would not think so.
Okay. Well, then I'll go ahead, and if it's the council's wish, I'll go ahead and take a picture of that, and we will get a abatement drawn up, and I'll sign it, and we'll get it in the mail. As long as I have everybody's blessing.
Yeah, I'm on board.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I'm on board too, Bart.
All righty, we will do that. Okay. Old business, other nuisance abatement follow-up, if any. I doubt whether there's anything on there. Discussion with ambulance coordinator. Brittany, are you there?
Brittany's not on.
Geez, I must have scared them all off.
It's only the council, Steve and Deb on.
Oh,
And Kyle.
okay. Well, I know she had called me. They've been having some COVID issues. I haven't heard from her for a week and a half or so now, but I know that they were having trouble even having a service. As a matter of fact, I believe the county was going to shut them down, but the state said as long as since it's an essential service, if you have any people at all that have not tested positive for COVID or don't show symptoms, that you need to keep the service going. And that's the last that I heard anything. So I don't know if we have a service or we don't, but if anybody else knows, they can speak up about that. But she called me a week or so ago, and that's what she told me. So
Her
hopefully
car's
we
been-
do.
Yeah, her car's been there the last, I think today I can't tell, but I know last week her car was there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
she's been in. I know the ambulance went out on a run today. I saw it go by City Hall.
oh, okay. Well, then we're still in service. That's a good thing. Okay, we don't have a librarian, but has anybody applied for the hiring of that position? Do you know, Deb?
There have been, I think, 4 applicants for that.
What
And I
was
know-
what was the time period on that? Does that go to their
Yeah.
the library board, and then they bring it to us for our blessing?
Yes, and the library board, I believe, has already interviewed one person, and they're
Okay.
planning to interview more of them.
All right. Well, I guess then there's not a whole lot we can do about that right now. Fire chief. I have not talked to Randy, but I did notice that the building is coming along pretty good. Got a lot of the framework up already. I don't have any idea what their ETA is of getting that done, but once they get it framed, it probably isn't going to take very long. Rod, do you know anything more about that?
No, I don't, Bart.
All right. Discussion with the police. We don't have a police hiring and related procedures. I don't know. Deb, do you think, what do you want to do on that? Anything? Have we had any more applicants since we put it on the clerk net or whatever you put it on?
The Iowa League of Cities ad.
Yes.
Not produced any new applicants.
Okay. And I suppose we still have to wait till the end of the month because that's what we advertised.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then I guess we'll have to table that until we. Okay. This is going way too fast. We're gonna have to slow down a little bit.
Hey, real quick, Bart.
Yes.
I wonder if maybe, since we know we have a couple applicants, we certainly know there's one we're interested in. If we should maybe
Right.
bring them in for an interview, just for, as a.
Right, just so they don't give up on us.
Well, yeah, that, and then it'd be nice if we could get a police officer identified rather quickly, because I'm assuming you're going to probably start getting bothered with calls here pretty quick.
Well, I hope so. No, yeah, you're probably right. That would, well, like I said, it's not going to be what we got 3 that have applied.
Yeah, and I think there's the one gentleman we're probably the most interested in that's got the most experience, and
Correct.
so it may be worth certainly bringing that person in to have that discussion. I think.
Yeah, I
Uh,
agree with that.
Jim, do you want the public safety committee to do the first interviewing or the full council?
I would think the liaisons would sit down with them first. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that you and me, Jim?
Yes, uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I think it probably makes sense to at least sit down. I mean, certainly with your past experience, you'd be a pretty good person to be able to evaluate whether or not you think they can do the role.
Well,
Talk
just
to Tom.
give me a date and we'll shoot for it.
Am I involved in that or not? I don't have to be. Like I said, Jim, you're the expertise on that, so you're.
Well, I know
we'll be in good hands with you there.
I know that it's a mayor's appointment. I do know that. Now, whether we wait until we appoint, a mayor's appointed in December, I don't know. But
If Bart were to be there, it would be considered a council meeting. It would have to be an open meeting.
Oh,
okay.
then
Requested.
I won't. Then yeah,
Yeah.
That's
that
made the
answers that.
decision easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's between you and Levi. Whenever you two can get together, it's
Okay. Well, Levi's got a busier schedule than I do, so we'll just do it around Levi's schedule. So
okay. Whatever you
Yeah.
two,
I'll
date
get
you
a hold of
guys.
Jim.
Huh?
I'll get a hold of you, Jim.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Discussion with P&Z, Mr. Inns.
He's on. He's just muted.
We had one new house going in over on 11th or 12th Avenue, 11th Avenue, I think it was. Wasn't any issues with that. That's about it. It's been pretty slow.
Okay. Well, since you're here, you're up for Public Works. Have at it.
I don't know if Deb had it on the agenda or not, but the recycling for the businesses.
Yes.
Is that on the agenda?
Yes, we're going to discuss recycling cardboard for commercial accounts and charges. Yep.
All right, I'll pass that. We had a power surge go through the water plant. We got parts ordered. It actually ruined some parts in the panel. haven't heard anything when they're gonna be here, how long it's gonna be, but, right now we're running off a well 4 only, which is working fine. No issues with that. DNR's coming in tomorrow to mark trees from the derecho. And I talked to the lady today and sounds like they're gonna put X's on the ones that need to come down, weather permitting, of course. And then they're gonna just put a dot on the ones that need to be trimmed. So that's gonna help us out quite a bit. We still need to get people on board to cut down the ones that need to be cut and trimmed. So it's kind of a slow process with this FEMA stuff. It's just
Right.
we're taking the new truck to Future Line to get the plow put on the 15th. And I've sent out a couple feelers for bids on the city hall for the roof and the green building for the roof, and haven't got anything back from anybody yet. I think everybody's so swamped with other stuff.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that's all I have.
Okay. On that tree trimming thing, I had a couple, and I don't even know where they were talking about, but I had a couple different truck drivers say that the trees right on Lombard, the highway. I don't know. One was down by the bank, and I know that one got taken out completely, but they said that it hits their trucks all the time when they go through there, and I have no idea. They didn't really specify where that was
No.
at. So do you have any idea where that's at? Is it at Lafrida's or?
No, there might be one. There was one between the bank and City Hall, and there's a hangar still there,
Mhm.
but it's off the side of the road now. I'll take a look at it tomorrow and try
All
to
right.
get it out.
Yeah, I said I don't drive a semi down the highway, so I have no
Right.
idea what they were talking about. But
Yep.
okay. Anybody else got any questions for Steve?
I do.
Okay, Rod,
Steve.
have at it.
Steve,
Right.
how the FEMA deal, where are they at on that about getting you guys taken care of for your wages and the equipment? Or would that
Honestly,
be
Rod, I can't answer that.
or would that be a Deb's?
I mean, it's going to be down the road. We have to have everything in by February. So I don't know that we're going to see anything before February.
Yep.
That's the deadline. And with winter in Iowa,
Yeah.
the
You know
whole
that.
tree and stump grinding and everything. I don't know. I think Deb said that they're going to give us an extension, or we can get an extension to go further on, basically, because in the winter, you're not going to be able to grind stumps or so.
Yes, they told us that we could apply for a 6-month extension, but we can't apply for that, I don't think, until February or
Probably.
to, the end date.
I think the deadline has to be there, and then we can apply for the extension after that. It's just really hard to get anybody to give you a bid right now. I mean, all the tree trimmers are booked, all the builders are booked. They give you 6 months to try to get all this stuff done and get bids on it, and nobody even wants to give you a bid. I mean, nobody can get lumber, nobody has time to do it, so I don't know, it's gonna be interesting, that's all I say.
Well, that's all I had, Steve.
Thanks,
Okay, any
Rod.
other questions? All righty, thanks, Steve.
You bet.
Okay, discussion with city clerk.
So along those same lines with the FEMA stuff, we've been working on that. There's a lot of stuff that we have to enter onto spreadsheets on their website, and it's pretty complicated, and we're working on trying to get that done. Otherwise, the financial reports are down here for Bart to look at tomorrow when he comes in to sign checks. The ambulance fund isn't looking very healthy. But I have talked to Brittany about that and she's aware. So, they do have that $25,000 in their reserve. And I'm afraid we may have to dip into that. Unless things start turning around pretty fast, for the ambulance fund. But otherwise, everything's going pretty well down here, as well as can be expected, I guess, is what you'd say.
Okay.
We're not getting any revenue then, Deb, or what?
And yes, and they had quite a few bills last month, and yes, the problem is that the revenue's not coming in, but it's starting to trickle in now. There were several months there, they were basically getting none. So that's just starting to catch up with them right now.
Okay, so this isn't something new. This is something that's kind of been building, and we got to this point, and now we're starting to kind of see the results of the fact we didn't have anyone out there being able to run the ambulance quite a bit of the time. Is that
Yes.
okay?
That's a good way to put it, Levi. That's about all I have. I sent out an email this afternoon with a few more bills on it. I don't know if you all got that.
Yep.
As I can or not.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve the bills.
Jim,
I'll make
so
a motion, Rod. Oh, sorry, Jim.
no, sorry.
Motion by Jim, second by Rod. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. Motion carries. Correspondence and communication, Cedar County Solid Waste Commission notice concerning damage to the facility.
So there's an entire report from them and it says that, they had a lot of damage and that their first option would involve repairing the current structure. The second option would be construction of a new transfer station building to be located east of the current structure. These options are detailed in the enclosed engineering report. So there's a report here if anybody wants to see it. And then it says, the Solid Waste Executive Board requests your presence at the November 11th meeting. So that's tomorrow. No, that would be Wednesday, the 11th, to discuss and potentially decide which option the commission wishes to pursue. The Cedar County Auditor will also be present to discuss potential finance options as well.
Okay, I was just there today and dropped some stuff off. I didn't really notice anything any different than when it about burnt down, but I'm sure that it took a hit sitting up on top of the hill there.
Yeah, so that meeting is at 6 p.m. tomorrow night in the basement of the Cedar County Courthouse. That's all.
Okay. All righty, call. Okay, we discussed that about the junk cars. New business. Approve changing recycling from the second, fourth, and fifth Tuesday to every other Tuesday. I guess that's pretty self-explanatory. Need a motion to approve
last
changing that. What's that?
I thought we discussed that last time and approved.
I think we
it.
discussed it, but we're gonna motion to approve it, right, Deb?
Yes, it was not approved. There was no motion made at the
We
last.
just discussed it,
Okay.
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yes.
so we need a motion to approve changing recycling to every other Tuesday.
I will make a motion.
Motion by Rod, second.
Second, Jim.
Second by Jim. Roll call. Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I am an aye. Motion carries.
So we will plan to start that immediately. So tomorrow is normal recycle day, so that's the first one. Then there'll be one on the 24th. And then we'll go into December. And it will be the second Tuesday in December. And we'll just go from there.
Okay. Is Steve still there? I talked to you, Deb, about garbage. Are you guys doing garbage regular?
We
Since
are.
Okay. You're
Yep.
going to take Veterans Day off a different day?
Yep. Will actually took off today and I'm probably gonna leave Friday. So, yep.
All right, so
everything's-
nothing's changing on garbage pickup. Well, I had a couple people ask me that, and I said, well, normally they just back it up a day, but I will let them know that it's business as usual.
Yep.
All righty. Where are we at here? Approval of resolution setting charges for commercial recycling of cardboard. Deb, do you want to read those? There again, I can't print anything off when it's sent to
Yes.
me in Word, and I do not know why.
Sure. So Steve and I discussed, I got information from the businesses as to how much they were paying Johnson County. And so what we decided would be fair is for tier 1, which will be a 2-yard dumpster, to be $15 per month. Tier 2, which will be a 4-yard dumpster, would be $17.75 a month. And tier 3, a 6-yard dumpster, will be $22.50 per month. And then I've just got on here that fees for larger quantities should be decided on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, is there any discussion on that? Anybody have any issues with those prices?
Sounds fair to me.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right, do you have the actual resolution there, Deb? Do we have to read that or just,
Yes, well, I just basically read you the
What-
meat of the resolution.
okay, so we just need the approval of the resolution to set charges for commercial recycling of cardboard then?
I'll make the motion to accept the resolution. Do we need to wait for the readings?
No, it's just a resolution, not a
Okay.
change.
Okay.
I'll second the motion, Ron.
All right, motion by Levi, second by Ron to approve resolution setting charges for commercial recycling of cardboard. Roll call, Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I'm an aye. So resolution passes. Okay, discuss outlot A Robinson edition.
I don't know, Kyle, are you there? Maybe Kyle isn't there.
Kyle's there. He's just been going on and off. I think he's having internet
Oh.
problems.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know what it is. It's actually it's a street where a street would go if we made another street on 10th, it would be. Somehow that didn't get acquired to the city when they took everything else. Somehow that got left out of there. That's why I was hoping Kyle was there to explain it. Because now they're taxing us on it and we can't do anything with it. It really needs to go to the city.
Can you hear me?
There's Kyle.
Yes,
Well, he
Can you
was
hear me?
there.
Yeah, we can hear you, Kyle, if you can hear us.
Okay. Well, I'm barely hearing anything you guys are saying, but basically, when the Community State Bank Edition, which is now 10th Avenue, was formed, the street that would be, what's that North Street there? It was Ball Street. Ball Street, Ball Street was the north border of the Community State Bank Edition. Well, then when Robinson's platted the Robinson Edition, it's wrapped around Ball Street to the north and then came south, which is the 11th Avenue street now. The north end of 10th Avenue got platted as an alley into the Robinson addition that would have been the north end of 10th Avenue continuing on north. So what they've got now is a vacant lot that was platted as an alley, but it was never actually given to the city as an alley. It stayed with Ron and Kathy. And then now they jumped the property taxes up because once developmental lots sit empty for so long, they jump their taxes. So I think looking at their tax statement, they were like $438 a year they're paying in property tax for that lot that was a platted alley. So it's between, I don't know who the two property owners are. I think it's east of Vernon, Carol Schroeder, and west of, maybe Ronnie knows who lives in that one.
Yeah, it'd be Heath and Rahina's property there. In between those two properties.
But
Ronnie,
basically, I think,
thought, oh, sorry, Kyle. I thought that was a plot alley
go
anyway.
ahead. I'm having trouble hearing you guys anyways.
I thought that
Brian
was a
Goddard's
plotted alley.
daughter lives there.
Oh,
Right.
in
Behind Mallets and
Brian
Burns.
Mallet and, yeah.
No,
Vern.
not there, not there. It'd be on down, go by Burns. It's in between Burns and where Rahina lives.
Your
Oh,
street extended to the north, Rodney.
yep.
That
Oh,
was
so-
platted as an alley in the Robinson Edition plat map, but it was not actually given to the city as an alley.
So it actually continued from Mike Blake's house straight north
Exactly.
between
Between
Schroeder's and,
Christian Johnson and Blake to the north, that empty lot.
yeah.
It sounds like this is really just correcting an error of the past, really nothing crazy going on, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I think the error was the two additions were done at different times, and when the Robinson addition was done, they weren't going to make it a street, so it just never, I think it got overlooked.
Okay.
And then when they were paying $6 a year in property taxes, it was no big deal. But now their taxes have jumped to where those empty lots are big tax dollars.
Okay. Sounds like we can correct that and fix it. I have no issue. I'm guessing that probably needs to be some kind of resolution we do at the next meeting.
Kyle, I didn't think that the community bank owned that north side over there. They were on the south side only.
Yeah, you're right, Rod. It's such in plat. It's Ron and Kathy that own that empty area, and they're trying to give it to the city so they don't have to pay the property taxes. The community bank is this addition ended at Ball Street.
Yes.
How do we resolve it?
I haven't been through it before, but I think basically Ron and Kathy would deed that lot to the city. And then it would be the city. And the
We heard Kyle up until the point that you said Ron and Kathy deed it to the city, and then everything else broke up after that.
Sorry, I was going to say, basically Ron and Kathy would deed it to the city. The city would treat it like their other grass alleys and basically have the duty to maintain.
Does it need to be surveyed then, Kyle?
No, it's already platted out in the Robinson edition as Outlot A.
So is this just an alley? Or is it an actual lot?
Well, it's Outlot A is the way it's laid in the edition plat map. It was intended to be a lot. If Robinson's addition ever expanded to the north, 10th Avenue would then continue north. It's not really, it would be 10th Avenue, the street, continuing north. If
So basically you wouldn't want to give that up to the property owners on either side of it because it could be a street if the addition keeps going to the north.
Robinson's put on another block to the north.
Yeah.
Well, that would be, I mean, it was intended to be the street if it continued north. And I don't know if that was the city's idea, but at some point, somebody thought if 10th Avenue went north, there should be space for it to go.
Well, if Robinson addition keeps going north, you don't want to give that up probably. I mean, it makes sense. It's,
I mean, I would, just looking at the Robinson edition, I would think if they were going to expand, they would probably, I don't know.
which way you going, Ron?
Nowhere right now. Yeah, it's an access is all it is. It's to the alley behind like Burns and behind our addition. Because that's plotted as an alley there. And somehow it got overlooked that it didn't get deeded to the city. So yeah, we got to deed it to the city. It won't cost the city anything. And that way they'll have that as an access there.
But the city probably doesn't want to give that up in case there is expansion down there. I mean, a lot of towns will let the property owners on either side buy that up or.
Yeah, I'm trying to give it to you. I'm not
Yeah,
trying
he's
to.
gonna deed it to the city.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying is if there is going to be more expansion there, the city probably doesn't want to give that up.
Well, the only downside I see for the city is somebody'd have to mow it.
yeah.
Why
we'll
we got
probably-
Dixler, Kyle?
I was gonna say, we've been mowing it, so we probably would continue to mow it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a lot different than a right of way, you know.
Right.
It's,
So is that something that needs to be drawn up and done at next meeting?
Well, I think if the city wants to take it, you guys could probably vote on it now since it's on the agenda, and then I'll just draft up a deed from Robinson's to the city. And I can get with them here next week or whenever to get it signed, and then we can just go ahead and get it recorded.
All right, somebody want to make a motion to have Robinson's deed outlot A to the city?
I will make a motion for them to deed it to Rod.
Oh, well, okay, you heard it.
JK, kidding. But I make a motion.
All right, motion by Rod, second.
This Levi will second.
Yeah,
Second
Levi
by
got it.
Levi. Roll call vote, Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron. You
I
probably,
have to
you're gonna,
abstain.
he probably has to abstain, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, and I vote aye, so motion carries. Approval for Mayor Pro Tem to sign Iowa grants reimbursement request for Catalyst grant. Deb, what,
Oh, they got a Catalyst grant for $100,000. They've already received $60,000. The remaining $40,000 was for them when the project was completed. So now the project is completed. And so now it's time for us to request the remaining $40,000 for them. The city basically is just a pass through for this grant
right,
for them.
that's for up at the,
Things that they
that's for up at the
require.
Ford Motor Building.
Yes.
Okay. All right, is there a motion for myself, I guess, to sign the Iowa grants?
I will make a motion, Bart.
Okay, motion by Rod,
I'll second it, Ron.
Second by Ron. Roll call. Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I am an aye as well. Motion carries. Okay, discuss Mayor Jarek Armstrong's resignation and process for replacement, including council intent to fill the vacancy by appointment at the December meeting. Who's volunteering to do it? Rod, that would be a good job for you.
Yes, it would. I'm gonna appoint Steve Bixler. Or make a motion.
We can't make the motion tonight. What we
Okay,
need to do tonight is just to decide the way that the council's gonna fill the vacancy. And then we have to publish a notice as to the way you're going to fill it. And then you can actually do the appointment at the beginning of the December meeting, if that's what you want to do.
Is Steve showing interest in it, or are you just kidding, Rod?
no, he shows interest.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, I haven't really heard of anybody else that would be interested in doing it. Rod, do you think he'll run then when it comes up?
Yeah, you know, that'd be a good idea.
So all we have to do is decide if we're gonna appoint him then in December.
Well, you don't have to decide who to appoint tonight. You just need to decide that the procedure that you're going to use, whether or not you're going to appoint somebody.
Oh, okay.
Well, if we have interest, then I think we should make a plan to appoint someone, because otherwise
Absolutely.
I would say
At the
take
beginning of the
vote.
December meeting.
Yeah, I'd say take the vote if we didn't have any interest, but if we have someone interested in it, then I think we should appoint.
We do, Levi.
Okay.
That sounds good to me, Ron.
I mean, I think you do a good job. I don't know. You know how it always is. Hindsight's 20/20.
Well, he's only got to do it for what, 12 or
14 months.
whatever it is. If he doesn't like it, I guess he won't run again.
Yeah, then it'll be Bart.
No, it will not be Bart.
So we need to vote on that then? That's the way we're gonna do it, Deb, or?
Yes.
Okay, so we need a motion. Oh, boy. We need a motion to accept our, I don't know how to put it, plan of attack to hire or to,
Point.
appoint
Appoint.
somebody that is interested at the beginning of December's council meeting for mayor pro tem, or actually mayor.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll make a motion that we make the decision to appoint someone.
And I will second
Okay,
that, Levi.
Motion by Levi, second by Rod. Roll call. Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Motion carries. Okay. I guess we're down to council persons' concerns. Jim,
First,
Okay.
we need to approve the TIF debt certificate. to the
oh, that's
county.
right. That's right. I forgot about that. I got it right up here on the list. So we
So we're-
need,
We're gonna
Go
do it
ahead.
like we always do. We're gonna request the maximum amount that we can get. So the amount we're gonna request is $144,139. That's it.
okay. Need a motion to accept getting the TIF certificate.
Make a
Jim,
motion.
so moved.
Second. Levi.
Motion by Jim, second by Levi. Roll call. Jim,
Aye.
Rod,
Aye.
Levi,
Aye.
Ron,
Aye.
and I'm an aye as well. Motion carries. Okay, is there anything else before we get to councilperson's concerns? If not, Jim, do you have any?
Nothing.
Rod?
Yeah, I think that city police car needs to be moved from the city hall.
Where are you thinking?
Put it over by the shed, the new shed.
I offered a home for it and nobody can find the keys.
Why wouldn't we have
Anybody
keys
know
for
where
it?
the keys are at?
Has anybody
Deb,
asked Ryan?
Did he turn the keys in, Deb? Do you know?
He didn't turn them into me.
Oh,
No.
So did we
Deb
give him his last
emailed him.
paycheck?
Deb emailed him and nobody knows where the keys are to it. So
I wonder if
I
Jarek has any
offered to
idea.
put it away right away and
Did they give him his last paycheck?
Yes.
Why would we do that when we don't have the keys to the vehicle? No answer?
Well, maybe a quick question. Has anyone, did he think he dropped them off and they got lost after he thought he dropped them off? Or has he not stated whether or not he dropped them off? I guess is a real question. I can just call him up and ask him.
Either that or I can get a hold of Jarek. He probably knows. Maybe he
Yeah.
gave it to Jarek.
actually I asked Jared right after he quit if he wanted me to put it away in his shed and he said that'd be great. And we looked in his office for the keys. I asked Deb if she had the keys. It's a mystery. Nobody knows where the keys are at, so.
I discussed it with Jarek a little bit. Jarek and he had some sort of an arrangement, which I'm not really privy to all of the details, but I will sure look into it some more tomorrow and we'll try to get that truck moved.
If he turned in his city hall keys, why wouldn't he have turned in the keys for that vehicle? Or didn't he turn them in? Deb?
I've already said everything I know about it.
So he didn't turn the
What?
keys into you?
He turned his city hall keys in though, didn't he, Deb?
I don't know if he turned those into Jarek. I don't know.
Are you serious?
He didn't turn them into me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably something we should find out.
Exactly. Jim, have you
Levi,
talked to
did
him?
you say you were going to give him a call or do you want me to or what?
I can give him a call.
All right. I guess we're looking for the keys to City Hall and the keys to the vehicle.
You haven't
Okay.
talked to him, I take it, Jim?
I didn't hear you.
You haven't talked to him, Jim?
I've talked to him, but I never thought about any keys or or anything.
Well, I guess if Levi's going to give him a call, we'll figure out one way or another what's going on. But yeah, we should definitely have those. Is that it, Rod?
That's it.
Okay. Levi, do you have any concerns?
Nope, no concerns for me.
Ron?
No,
And I don't believe I have any either. If nobody has anything else, we have a motion to adjourn.
So
I'll
moved.
make a motion, Bart.
I'll
Motion by
second.
Rod. Who second?
Levi seconded.
Okay, second by Levi. Roll call. Jim?
Aye.
Rod?
Aye.
Levi?
Aye.
Ron?
aye.
And I'm an aye as well. Meeting is adjourned. World